All right, and welcome as we join our party after they've made their deal with the enigmatic Grandpa Gregarious. The not quite sure what they are individual who had a strange garden of glowing fruits and a house of a gourd, while those who seemed to have rested a bit too close had woken up in stupor, and some basically found themselves killed by their confusion. While our group investigated, they decided to make a deal that would cause Grandpa to get himself out of this area and thus to stop being such a hazard. And this was uh, ultimately to make a deal with him that in exchange for the item that would allow them to capture the being terrorizing the wood before them with storms, that they would owe him a favor in the future. That has been unspecified, that he gets to decide what it is when he needs it. And with that, we have all of you before the storm as you walk down the road with the carriages and the horses that you have gathered. Storm rages before you. What would you like to do?
Well, who's got the jar from Grandpa?
I guess I do, but I mean, we could also destroy the storm.
We could, maybe. I think it would involve destroying the mad druid at the center of it.
Yeah. I mean, either way, we got to get rid of it. So.
And either way, we're gonna have to go into it. It seems.
Oh, I think I hear rain.
Mm.
Well, when we go in there, I don't think there's any turning around. We're in it for the long haul.
And I'm guessing we should just make way towards the center of it.
Yeah. Maybe they'll. I'm still hoping they think we're friendly when we go in there.
Yeah. I hope the wind doesn't get too bad. Garrus will stop and take some time and attach some blinders on the horses to make sure that the horses aren't getting so spooked. And will pull out his cloak and pull up his cloak over his head and hunker down, and he's ready to lead this carriage into the storm, I guess.
All right. In case you begin to go ahead. The rain hits upon you very quickly. The thunder and lightning raging. Debris being thrown about. The water thrown into your eyes, causing almost a blindness as you try to sift through as branches and rocks and other debris hit against your skin. Do a dex save for some of the debris, please.
Dex save. 16.
Dirty 20.
22.
Okay. That's a save, so you will ultimately take 6 bludgeoning damage.
So we get bumped and jostled around.
Absolutely. To and fro. as it gets like a mixture of bruises and cuts here as you do your best to push through the storm. Anything as you go forth?
No, Garrus is just hunkered down, trying to peer into the darkness, and probably has a lantern lit and pointing forward to give a little bit of light on the path. Just trying to navigate into these woods.
Absolutely.
I can cast light on something for you.
Cast it on my bullseye lantern. That way I can turn it off and turn it on.
Pretty sure there's still like a little rock or a copper piece or something that I had in there.
Yeah, you had one in there before.
No.
Yeah, because I've got a hooded lantern, which is perfect for this. So I hang up my lantern, and I'm just trying to navigate into the trees. If I look up, is the storm have a? Can I tell? Is there an epicenter of the storm? Is there like is it swirling?
It's hard to fully understand. Like going up, the canopy pretty much is there, but trying to yeah, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay. That's 12.
Okay. So 12. You can sense from the wind, at least, that it seems to be still before you. You don't think you've passed it. But other than that, you're not sure. Looking up between the leaves and the rain, you can't really see into the sky too much.
I'm just trying to make sure we're going in the right direction, too.
Yeah.
Is there a path that we're going along?
So you are following like the road
Okay.
currently, though it is very flooded and muddy at this point. So the visual here, I think, is like you're having to like help and pull and push the horses and the wagons all through here.
Yeah. Everybody else doing anything?
That's the question.
Nope, not at the moment anyway. I mean, other than keeping an eye out, which is already taken care of.
Yeah, I guess I'm just doing the same thing. I mean, the only thing that might be a slight difference is I've got the dark vision for 120 feet.
I will look to see if I see any evidence of plant people.
The evidence of what?
Plant people.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a guess survival check.
Guidance.
Uh, 15.
15. With all the cracking and breaking here, there's like no footprints to speak of. You can't, I mean, branches are cracked all over. I'm not sure how one would begin to track or understand something here.
I don't see any plant people, Garrus.
Not yet. I think we gotta get further in here.
But don't forget about our agreement.
Remind me?
You
I
said
forgot.
Weren't you the one who said you turned me into a plant person
If I
the
could.
spell? Yeah.
I don't know what spell I'd use because I don't know any spells, but
Yeah.
Why do you want to be a plant person? You've already got leaves in your hair.
I know, and I've just always thought that was kind of what was happening to me as I was, becoming a plant person. It's very strange just to have leaves in my head,
Do you find yourself energized by the sun?
A little.
Bonus.
Maybe I'm drinking the water right now. I open up my mouth as I.
As it gets into your mouth. Oh,
Yep. I think I'm drinking it. By the way, Garrus, what did you think of Peridot?
I think it was a little sad.
Yeah.
It kind of creepy, kind of scary, and definitely sad. I felt really afraid for my life the entire time that we were there, and
I
then
did
that doll walked out, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really scary in there. Like, I haven't felt that scared of a magic user in a long time, but it was just something.
I don't
awful
know
about
that
it.
he was even a magic user. I don't know what he was.
Oh, I think he uses magic. I think.
Some things use magic. Some things just are magic.
Well, either way, I think he knows what happened to Peridot.
I think he's what happened to Peridot.
Well, that would mean he's a magic user.
Of some sort.
Well, maybe we can help her at some point.
Maybe. Maybe we'll never see Grandpa Gregarious again, and we'll be all for the better.
No, we'll see him again.
I have a feeling you're right.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool house he has, though.
Did you want it?
I mean, it was a pretty cool style. I don't know. It's a pretty big gourd, and it just seemed cozy. I don't know.
Well, we could go back.
No, that's all right. That's quite all right. No.
All right. What about you, Layla? What did you think of Grandpa Gregorius?
I mean, I was sitting out here in the wagon the whole time. So
Lucky you.
Oh, keeping an eye on our friend, huh? I'll look at our friend who's all tied up.
Yeah, how's our tied up friend doing?
wait, we have a tied up person?
Yeah. For their own good.
I mean, they're very scared because of the storm.
Yeah.
I threw a
Well,
tarp over him.
make sure they're on their
Why?
side so they don't drown.
Why do we have a tied up person?
Okay.
He was
So
attacking us.
yeah. Well, I mean, when we met him, he was kind of, out of it, and we didn't want to just leave him there because he looked like he was starving and going to die. So we tried to help him, and then he tried. Well, he basically shoved the dagger in my throat, and after that we had to subdue him, and so we tied him up, and we have him with us.
Did we ever learn his name?
I'm looking, and I don't see it, but that doesn't mean anything at the moment.
I think maybe we should stop before we get too far in here. Maybe we should deal with him.
Yeah.
I'll stop the horses and
You
climb back.
You keep going. Me and Nala can talk to him.
No, I can deal with them, and I'll pull out the silent dagger.
Whoa, hold
No,
on, Garrus.
Yes, let's keep driving the carriage, please.
No, what's your name, buddy?
You're the only one who can drive, Garrus.
I know.
Yes.
That's why we're stopped.
No, let's keep going.
I'm asking the guy what's his name.
Yeah. Stenson.
Stenson, are you gonna attack us again if I untie you?
No. Why would I attack you?
Okay. If you head back this way, and I'm gonna point back the way that we came. You're gonna come to an intersection, and there's a little signpost there, or there was a signpost. Don't follow the signpost to Grandpa Gregarious. Go the other way at the fork.
You can have me go through this?
Yes.
No, we're not.
Do you want to die with us?
Garrus, this is not right.
It's
We're
better than
supposed-
taking him with us.
No, we have to take him with us. It's his only chance. Once we get rid of the storm, then he'll be okay again. But we can't
Alright.
send him back to Grandpa.
I know. I was telling him to go the other way so that he can go back to town.
You really think he's gonna make it?
Yeah. Just some rain.
I'd rather he stay with us, Garrus.
Am I outvoted?
Yeah, I mean, the forest was a few days away from town, so
Okay.
it's quite
Yeah.
treacherous.
Well, he got out here somehow,
You do know he's with like 10 people.
Yeah.
and they all died, didn't they?
Yep.
I guess I've been outvoted, sir. I'm sorry. I was gonna set you free. Do you want to be free?
I'd rather not be tied up.
We know, but for the moment, until we get through the storm, it's just a means of protection for everyone. Because I know you don't remember this, but you might have accidentally attacked me without realizing it.
Oh,
You were a little bloodthirsty.
Here's a nod. All right.
It's okay
Alright.
though, because we think you're under some type of spell, and we're gonna fix that.
It might involve knocking you out and leaving you on the side of the road somewhere.
It
It won't.
that will only be a worst case scenario, and
I'm just being honest. But okay, all right. Back to driving. All right. I guess you're with us for the time being. I've been outvoted, so I'll climb back up to the horses and yeah, get the horses moving again.
The storm's really picking up.
You come across and you can see this section looks like where the path would have dipped low and is completely filled with raging water. It's
wow.
moving almost like rapids. In center a bit, you can see several logs have been kind of thrown together somehow. Looks like a mixture between broken and stuck together and tied, like in a very like natural, almost beavery, dammy type of way, to make this almost center island. That's really a good about 80 feet away from the shore, or away from where the road stops, and then past that, there's another good like 90 to 100 feet of water. On this island, you can see the feathers that are wet and shivering of what looks like a herd or flock of like 8 owlbears. And over them, kind of protecting them from the wind, you see an enormous one. As the rain hits their feathers, it kind of bounces off, almost like there's a bit of a shimmer of protection from them as they cover this herd with their body.
Okay, we're not going there, guys. That's a mama owlbear.
Yeah. All the others do look like they're adults.
Well, that's
This
a
one's
grandma.
That thing, that's the biggest owl bear I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That thing's huge.
first
All right.
owl bears I've ever seen.
So, which way should we go? Go around them?
Said it's an island.
Of logs and like felled or like trees that have been knocked over.
And they're on the island? The owl bears are on the island?
Uh-huh.
And
So
is this-
the water's kind of raging. It looks like they may have done this to try to survive here.
Okay, and is this like running parallel to the road, or does the road like abruptly end at this?
Yeah. It ends at it, so it's like perpendicular.
Okay.
because the road
Wait a
looks
minute.
like it might have gone down and then like back
It's
up.
been washed
And-
out.
Yeah, and this is where it's just you got it.
Wait. This is an unforeseen opportunity, guys. This,
You intend to try to befriend them?
yeah. I mean, they're clearly scared. So are we. Maybe we could work together. They're clearly not happy with the storm.
Yes. I mean, the only way I could see them wanting our help is if we could somehow get them off of that island area and onto just off of that and into a safer area.
You would notice that Garrus looks incredibly pale right now, and he is just staring at this gigantic owlbear. This thing is huge, way bigger than he is, and he's feeling very out of sorts. I am not good with animals at all. Not my forte.
I mean, you're doing a wonderful job with the horses.
Horses are one thing. Horses are smart, and horses are kind, and they're easy to bribe. I don't know how to bribe an owlbear.
From what I've heard, aren't owlbears fairly smart?
They're also highly carnivorous.
I mean,
We can try to befriend them, but I think we better be ready for a fight.
No, I mean,
I
that's a lot of owlbears to fight.
think even if we can just get by them, I don't think they're really looking to attack at the moment. If we could help them, that would, I think, be great. As long as they are not going to attack us.
Now, it looks like the
from-
path has been all washed out. I don't know how we're even going to progress here with the horses. I think we might have to leave the horses behind.
Well, let's see.
Well,
Go ahead.
that would also mean that we would either have to fully untie Stinson here, or leave him behind.
What if we, because I'm having a little trouble picturing the map in my head. Is this, how big is this water, body of water?
We'll call it 200 feet across.
And
And
the
it-
owlbears are like right in the middle.
Yeah,
Okay.
obviously good.
And as far as to the west, do we see where the land is connected?
From where you are, it's almost like a raging river.
Okay.
So it just kind of goes, right? So because it's flooded, the road's been put out. If this wasn't raining, there'd be no water here.
Okay. Okay, so it sounds like these owlbears are trapped. If there's a way we could get them out of this, maybe they could repay us by letting us, fly on them.
I don't think owlbears fly.
They have wings.
They have claws. Big
Oh.
claws.
Do they not fly?
No.
No.
Oh,
No, they're more bear-like.
well,
We can try and talk to them, I guess. Stranger things have happened.
do
But-
they speak common, or do they only speak...
No,
No?
not that I've ever seen. I've encountered a few owlbears in my time.
Layla, do you know how to talk to owlbears?
I mean, I can talk telepathically as long as they understand a language. I can communicate with anyone.
Okay, that could work.
Also, I do have. I did remember this one spell that could help us get across. I am in the process of reading it. The Ebon Tides one. conjure ferrymen?
Hmm.
Yes.
And the owlbears, are they on the logs, or is this like the logs are just connected to this land mass they're on?
The landmass is made of logs.
Okay, so theoretically, guys, I could take the logs and steer them so that we could bring them with us.
So the danger would be if the whole thing could break apart.
Yeah, this does not look too stable. It looks like it's just a log jam.
Okay.
I don't know how we could even take the horses out across this. Like, we can't take a wagon out into this.
So should we wait? Wait, we can't wait because the storm's not going anywhere. Maybe if we just keep riding downstream, we might find another place we can pass. Or upstream.
So after further reading, I should be able to get us all across. And then the only thing here is that I have to make sure I'm maintaining my concentration. And we should be able to get across.
Okay. All right.
I don't know about helping the owlbears, but
Are we ready to fight the owlbears if we're not gonna help them? Because they might have that idea. They may just attack us and see us as a threat.
that's
Well, I mean, I don't know enough about owlbears, but there's got to be something we can do to show them that we're not, or that we want to help, but we don't know how.
We can try.
because I don't know how far my telepathy goes.
It doesn't have a distance on it.
Okay. Can I try to 120 feet?
Okay.
I think at 200 feet, according to the. Well, no, the whole river was 200 feet.
200.
across.
Yeah, and they're in the middle.
Okay.
So that, yeah, you should be able to telepathically reach them.
Okay. I will reach out to the large one and say hello. We are trying to pass. It's possible I may be able to help some of the smaller ones if you would like that. And at the very least, just may we please pass without interference from you.
And while Layla's doing that, can I, I know I can't hear what Layla's saying, but could Nala, offer some suggestions of things to say to kind of add a little.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, you get, it kind of looks and now kind of looks all over you and it's a little more protective. You don't feel like it understands language. It doesn't seem to have language.
Well, that is... Okay, so I don't think it understood me.
Where's our ranger friend with that animal magic?
Yes.
I don't know that these things are animals.
I mean, they look like animals. I mean, they don't look like normal animals, but they look like an animal.
Oh, maybe that
Yeah,
monster.
all of you would be familiar enough to recognize something that's a monstrosity.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
Out of character real quick. That has always kind of bothered me. Like, I understand it, but it's clearly just an amalgamation of two different animals.
I could tell you
But,
why.
like, they're very much.
So is a
just
manticore.
an
I,
animal itself.
I know precisely why they're considered it because of what I do. But yeah, it's,
Isn't the lore that they were created by a wizard?
yeah,
Yeah.
created by wizards, and ultimately monstrosities don't find peace within their environments. They are always eating too much or taking too much. They cannot be part of an ecosystem. Beasts are part of an ecosystem.
Cool.
That is the
Okay. Well,
game
That's
design insanity.
so it doesn't sound like they're gonna be friendly no matter what we do. So,
Probably not.
all right. So, Plan B is the ferry, right?
I mean, that was. I kind of felt like that was the only plan.
Yes.
the only way to get across.
Well, in my head, Plan A was we ride the owlbears. But
Yeah, I don't think that was ever much
Yeah,
of a.
that was
plan.
Plan A. don't
That would be
think
pretty
Penny's working.
freaking cool, but I don't think they'd be down for that.
Yes, I think if they were able to get themselves out of this situation, they would have done so. If they
Yeah.
were able to fly across, they would have just flown away by now.
All right, Layla. Well, whatever you need to do, just let us know how we can assist you.
I don't necessarily think I need anything. Maybe let's just try to let's make sure we are showing, open hands to communicate that we mean them no harm as we travel by. So I will reach into my bag, grab out a couple of copper pieces, because that's what it says it requires. Doesn't say it consumes them, but whatever. I'm gonna toss them right into the shore,
Yeah.
and then boat will come up.
I like that the coins kind of whoosh, whoosh, into the storm, and then a fist closes around them. Whoosh.
And it says it takes me and up to one companion per my level. Not per the spell level, but per my level.
Yeah.
So we should all be able to get across.
You see this large person, anima furs with this long oar and boat that kind of now stands, and they take one huge arm and grab a tree that's not uprooted and steadies the boat. Sort of nods.
All right. I will. We'll undo Stenson's legs, keep his hands tied, help him up to his feet, and aboard the boat.
Okay. So I guess we could take the horses and our NPC friends.
Yeah. Guess we're taking as much as we can aboard the boat.
Correct. So the boat's that big. So
Yep.
5 party members. Well, 4 party members, along with Layla, and then we have 3 horses with us, and then we have Stinson. So yeah. that should
Can
be
we
fun.
bring the cart with
see,
or no?
remind me of your level. Is it 11? Are we at?
Yeah, we're at level 11.
Okay. So we've got 5 party members. Stenson for 6, horses up to 9. Then that would leave 2 spots. I'll let 2 spots be taken by the carriage. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
All right.
That's a pretty
So-
big barge. This is
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
I mean, it's if I put a little bit more energy, it can do quite a lot of things. I do need to be careful to not lose my concentration. If you see the man who is piloting, if I lose the concentration, he will be he will very likely be very upset at us.
Okay.
So, I'm going to just really focus on maintaining my concentration as we get across.
Then I will take out my sword and stand next to Layla.
Just so you know, the fairy spirits statistics are those of either a lesser lunar devil or a bearded devil.
I do see
If I lose concentration, I lose control of the spirit, and it becomes hostile towards me and my companions. So that's why I'm saying I'm being very focused on maintaining the concentration.
absolutely.
And
So
it is just at second level, so I don't have to worry about the possible even worse
correct.
devils.
Yeah, and I read the spell. The ship begins to traverse this raging rapid here, and you're going to try to totally avoid the albeos, right?
Yes. We don't have any way of communicating with them at the moment, so yeah. We're just getting across. Hoping they leave us be.
Trying to, yeah.
Absolutely.
But like as we go by, I direct Nala, lower your sword. Don't make them think that we are threatening them at all.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm trying to even give the island a bit of a wide berth.
Absolutely. All right. As you push now, you're all on this boat. I mean, there's churning in the water that is unusual even for this. And you look above where the water's churning as the boat's moving forward very slowly and deliberately against the current. And they're about 40 feet above you. You see whirling clouds. Relatively small, only about like 5 feet. And as they move with lightning, they seem to, the clouds like shift. And blue light rages within like eyes as they look down upon all of you trying to cross the river. And we will take an initiative.
Yay!
Ooh, 27.
That was a natural 20 then.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a great thing to have for that. It's a great time to have a natural 20.
All right, Layla, you're concentrating to get you all across. You see these two things above. Layla, it is your turn to go first.
I am just going to. I'm gonna. Bonus action. I'm going to cast. Oh, wait, never mind. That's concentration. Never mind. I can't do that. I'm gonna take the dodge action essentially, as I command the spirit to try to get us across a little faster.
Absolutely. Moving the best it can. And we'll go to Nala.
Okay, I think Nala. Yeah, Nala's going to do something very similar. I think she'll take the dodge action here.
Okay. Okay. The storm is above. Unleash. Well, the one does a flurry of wind as it kind of comes down to about 30 feet above all of you to the side. And almost a cyclone or tornado of wind threatens to blow all of you around and give me strength saving throws.
Oh no.
That doesn't help things.
No.
Oh, that's terrible. That's a,
Not as bad as mine.
25.
Okay.
2.
I mean, I rolled worse than you. I just have a positive modifier.
Sten fails. And the horses fail. So with that, everyone but Nala, you're alone on the boat. As everyone's pushed into the waters.
Son of a bitch.
And the one will come down a little further then, and the wind kind of takes this sharpened sense of almost like the debris and sticks and stones form talons as they strike at Nala.
I'm dodging.
Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, only for an 8. And then the second one here, lightning streaks across the area right to you. And I need a con save from you, Layla. Nala.
Okay. That's a 15.
15, all right. Very good. So, that succeeds. So that is, sorry. Yeah, that would be 18 lightning damage. And then it too will come down here and try to swipe. That is only for a 12 to hit. So able to duck down, and they both will go to about 20 feet in the air, letting you have an up. Well, I'm assuming I would duck depending on what your reach is.
Yeah, it's still about 10 with the weapon, I think.
So reach is 10. Okay. So you would get an up.
All right. All right. Let's go. That is a 15 plus 9, which is 24.
That's a hit.
It's 16 slashing.
Nice. Does seem to cut through some of their assets. The large owlbear makes like this aggressive growl at the creatures that are harassing all of you. Garrus, at the start of the turn, you are moved 60 feet down, so away from the boat.
Damn.
What would you like to do?
I am going to try and... How far am I from the shore?
About 100 feet.
100 feet from the shore, 60 feet from the boat.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to... shit. I guess I'm going to dash and try and swim back upstream. Try and get back to the boat, I guess. I'll use my action to dash and my bonus action to dash so I can double dash.
Yeah, give me athletics check.
Athletics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this...
No. A 3. No.
Okay. So you're basically moving at quarter speed.
Which is like 5 feet. So
yeah. So because you normally, with all that, you'd go 75, and we'd half that to like 40 or 30,
35.
Yeah. And then that's halved again to about 17. So around 15 feet that you're able to go upstream.
All right. And I guess I'm just gonna Well, shit, I've already used my action and bonus action. I guess I'm just going to try and keep struggling back towards the boat.
Yeah. Okay. Now we'll go to Layla.
Alright, I am going to command the ferryman to bring the boat to us.
Okay.
And I'm going to start swimming towards it and hold my action to try to climb up onto the ship if it gets to us.
Okay, give me athletics check.
Alright.
Come on, Layla.
That's an 8.
So you can achieve 5 feet of movement.
Alright, it's something. I moved, but mostly I got the boat coming to us
Yeah.
now.
So I'll have it go on your turn, or basically after your turn.
Yeah.
So you're holding your action. So it is 60, but if it's going downstream where you are, it can obviously go faster.
Yeah.
So it's able to obey your commands, comes in. You have your action to get right on it. And Garrus, you are next to the boat, but are still in the water.
Okay.
Actually, it's initiative puts you under it naturally. Very fun. Noah.
All right. I can't tell how deep this water is either, can I?
No, you have zero clue. I mean, you did see like when they went in, they didn't like touch ground.
Okay. All right. I will bonus action. I will go into a rage here. And I will start to grow in size. And I'm going to kind of I'm going to reach my hand down and try to use it to paddle the boat closer to them so that we can.
I'm at the boat right now.
Oh, you're on the
and
boat.
Layla's
Now,
on the
Layla's
boat.
on the boat. Garrus is at the boat.
Oh, then I'm just going to grab Garrus for my action and put Garrus in the boat. And I'm also going to try to grab Stinson if he's in there.
Yeah. So you could get Stenson. He's kept pace with the other two. So, and the horses are on the boat again
Okay.
Okay.
because we're nice to animals.
And, that's my turn.
Very good. So let's say all that's able to do that, and all right. Now we've got these creatures. The movement you made, they are able to use their movements to fly. Just get about where all of you, and they get to do that wind again. So that'd be strength saves.
Oh, this is gonna go so horribly. Come on.
Real quick question. How far away from me is it?
30 feet.
Okay. I rolled a 16 save.
Nice.
I rolled a crap. I rolled a 7. You found my weakness.
Very nice. Right. The horses make it. Stenson's getting thrown. Garrus is getting thrown. But what did Nala get?
24.
24. Very good. So Garrus and Stenson whew, off the boat. Oh no! And then it actually is going to think hold there, keeping its 30. The other one's going to come in 30 and actually do the same thing, try to blow people off again. So another set of strength saves.
Do I need to make one in the water?
No, you'd be out of the range.
All right.
Those in the boat.
13.
Ooh, horses make it. Then Layla's? I mean, Nala's. Sorry.
22.
22. All right. Now let's stand strong again as the wind comes and blows Layla out.
Is it within 30 feet of me?
The creature, yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my reaction. To what's the name of the spell again? Mark of Fate, I think it was. There it is. Level Aura's Mark of Fate. I will save my. I will instead succeed,
Okay.
and it now has to make the saving throw with disadvantage.
No, I don't. Oh, yes, it gets its own saving throw as if it were the only target. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
All right. It actually succeeds.
I mean, it's more important that I'm succeeding.
Yeah,
at this
that you're
point, so
very cool. So only one out. Well, only two out of Sensen and Garrus.
I'm gonna pop up, and how far away from the creature in the air am I right now?
Well, so at the beginning of your turn, you get pulled 60 feet away from the boat
Okay,
at this juncture.
so 60 feet, and it's 30 feet up.
Well, actually, I would say, yeah. So basically, you're ultimately 60 feet away from it.
Okay, then I'm gonna pull out my short bow, and I am going to first. I'm gonna use my bonus action, and I am going to have the swirling creature make a charisma saving throw. I'm gonna try and use my evil eye on it.
Got it. Only a 5.
So it is marked by my evil eye, and I sight in with my bow, and I'm gonna try and shoot it with my short bow.
Let's go.
Does a 25 hit?
That hits.
And since he's marked with my evil eye, I get sneak attack damage.
Very nice.
26 damage total.
Whew. Very good.
And I will use whatever movement I can to try and move closer to the boat. I have 25 feet of movement.
Sure. It's about 5 feet ultimately as
Yeah.
you're trying to
Yep.
get back there. Then Layla.
all right. I will command the ferryman to. Okay, let's go grab him. And I will hold my action to pull him up. And then
Yep, that'll work.
bonus action. Oh, hey. That's not a bonus action, spiritual weapon. Just at a second level here. To hit the one that he hit.
Okay.
So that is a natural 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's hold on. Okay, yeah. That's a terrible roll, actually. So 8 damage.
Nice.
Rolled
I
a
had to-
1 and a 2.
I had to D 2024 there for a minute. Because like, wait, spiritual weapon's concentration. No, 2014. No, it's not.
Yeah. New rules it is. Old
Yeah.
rules it's not.
Correct. Yeah, so whew, rams in for 8 as the storm kind of rumbles.
So yeah, held action.
Yep.
Alright.
So the boat goes towards every thing. So now they are. So ultimately, they are 90 feet away at this point.
Yeah, we're quite a ways away from the owl bears at this point.
Yeah, you're 9 feet away from the elementals, and you grab Garrus again. Just joking. You're able to get sense in there too, and then Nala.
All right, so all the bad guys are gone.
Well, you're 90 feet away.
Okay. I want to. I think what I'll do is hop out of the boat and try to push it. Make it go
Trying-
faster.
Trying to push it towards the shore.
Yeah.
So you're gonna try to swim with the boat.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. So you hop out. Give me an athletics check.
She's a giant barbarian.
Yeah, let's see it.
Okay. That is. 23?
Fortunately, the current's too strong as it pushes, and
That's
you
okay.
go 60 feet.
Because I will use a luck point.
There we go.
It's a little better. Let's see.
I'm so hoping you get it. 'Cause I
Well,
love.
I don't know if I did or not, but it's a 26.
Yeah, that's it. I had a 25. So you now you. Oh yeah, so you're able to grab the boat and going. You trying to go straight towards the shore?
Yes.
Okay. So you're able to do that. You don't have a swim speed, right?
I do not have a swim speed. No.
So it's half your speed, which I think is 20 feet.
Correct.
All right. So the whole boat is pulled 20 feet closer. So you're 80 feet away from shore currently.
Okay.
Which means a person can help you, but you just depends if you all stay in the boat. As they come in here towards all of you, and this will not affect Nala, but it will affect the rest of you as one again summons Wind for these strength saves.
An 11. Layla's got it.
18.
Layla holds on.
Is it shaking the boat? Is that how it's doing this?
It's
blowing us
physically
off.
blowing them off.
Oh, okay.
It's
It's like a blade of wind comes and
Yeah.
knocks us
Well,
off
it's not
the
a
boat.
blade because that would do damage.
Yeah, it's this
It's
cone
just-
of wind that's just encompassing the boat and grabbing creatures and throwing them off into the water. It's like that strong of wind that's picking them up. It is intense, like cyclones, basically tornadoes. So
Garrus goes swimming again.
Oh no, one would think that he would just tie himself down to something.
Give me a chance.
He hasn't had the action to do it. He's never had an action on the boat.
Just need the one.
Believe me, I'm thinking about it.
Okay, that's all they would do, I think. That'll be good. And you see the other one here is actually kind of flown off, the one that you all had injured very dearly. Kind of a self-preservation where it starts to fly off into the sky, retreating. And then we go Garrus, which you pulled 60 feet at the start of your turn.
Mm-hmm. I will pop up and swim 5 feet back towards the boat. And how far away from the creature am I now?
85.
85 feet.
From the one that hasn't been damaged. From the one that has been damaged,
Okay.
a lot farther.
It's too far. It's too far. I will use my bonus action and dash 5 feet closer, and then I will shoot it with my short bow.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit?
That does.
All right, no sneak attack on this one.
Yeah.
5 damage.
Nice.
And I'm 55 feet away from the boat.
Yep. Sounds right. Up to Layla.
All right, command the ferryman to go towards Garrus again, holding my action again to pull him up, and then I guess I can't move it. I can only move my thing 25 feet. So you know, I'm gonna just dismiss that one and just do a second one. Spiritual weapon, a different one.
All right.
That's a 16 to hit
That hits.
for more damage than the crit did.
So I'm so sorry.
9.
All right. Whew. Going into the storm, disrupting much of what's happening. Then, shiv your action. Is it just trying to get Garrus when they?
Yep. Hold my action to pull Garrus back on board again.
Okay, so trying to stay the distance from the shore. Here.
Yeah,
now,
focusing on getting
yeah.
Garrus back on board.
Yeah, now you're pulled with the ship through the waters. I guess now I think with this, since you're in there being pulled, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw for debris.
Net 20, so that's a 27.
Very nice. No issues. As
I mean,
Uh,
23. Net 20.
okay. As it comes in, Layla, you grab Garrus again. Like, get on the ship.
Believe me, I want to.
And then now,
Right, is yours on the ship?
yes.
Yeah.
For the moment,
I never get to use my stupid bonus action this game. All right, I'm going to. Let's see. I guess I will. I want to try to. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab Garrus. And I'm going to say, when you say let go, I'm letting go. But I'm holding you in this ship. And that's my turn.
So you're getting back in the ship?
I guess technically I would have to get back in this ship. But I want to kind of grapple him until he tells me to let him go, because I don't want him flying out of the ship again.
You got it. Okay, so you get back in the boat and you kind of
hold on to me.
hold on very tightly. Very good. This one that comes in once more. And lets loose more wind upon the boat here. So the three of you give me the strength save. So not Garrus, I guess. So Layla and Nala.
28.
21.
Okay, so you withstand the storm for this. Now, your first action in the boat. Yes.
All right. Is this thing within 60 feet of us?
Yes, now it's 30 feet.
Okay. Bonus action. I'm going to focus my evil eye on the one that's still engaged with us. So it needs to make a DC 15 charisma save.
Nice. 21.
21. So it is not marked, but I'm still going to try and hit it. Still try and shoot at it with my short bow. A 22 to hit.
Oh, very nice. Yes. Right in the eye of the storm.
8 damage.
Very good. It sparks and begins letting red rain. And go to Layla.
All right. Commanding the ferryman to just get us to shore at this point. And I will just have it make a wisdom saving throw as I toll the dead at it.
You got it. That is 14.
That is a fail.
It's been damaged.
Yep. So it is. There we go. 17.
Nice. Do you still have your bonus action? Because you could use your spiritual weapon.
Yep, that's what I was right about to do. So then bonus action, spiritual weapon, swing,
Nice.
27 to hit
That hits.
for 10.
Hmm.
Again, more than my crit did this time.
Okay. Can see this is becoming a very injured cloud of storms here. And you now are moved within 50 feet of the shore. And then Nala.
I will assume everything's more than 20 feet away from us at this point.
Yes.
So, I don't know if I even have rage anymore because I don't think I was attacked in the last round. Well, yeah, I was because they did the blow on me.
Yeah, I'd count
So I
that,
will.
yeah.
I will spend my turn, continuing to hold on to Garrus, and everybody else is on the boat. So, that is, I will take the dodge action with Garrus in tow.
Dodging with Garrus. Okay. That is going to get close enough to let another bluster of wind out. So Layla and Nala strength saves.
That is a 13.
Uh-oh.
Do I fail?
You do.
Okay, I'm going to mark a faded again.
Mine could be bad. I got a
So
22.
I will instead succeed. And it actually has to make the save.
Yep. It fails. So it moves 10 feet. What did Nala get?
22.
Oh, you're good.
Okay.
And at that, it uses its movement here to now get so to be a total of 70 feet away, as it seems to now be fleeing after it gave one last push. And we'll go to Garrus.
I will shoot an arrow at it as it flees. It's still within range of my short bow, so I'll take a shot.
For flavor, Nala is holding you up like Rikishi does for Simba.
23 to hit.
That hits.
Eight damage.
Very good.
And that's it.
And Layla.
I don't have any cantrips that can go that far, and I'm not wasting any more spell slots, so just commanding us to get over there, and I guess I'll use my action to try to tie myself to something, just in case.
Gotcha. Turn yourself down. Love it. Very good. And then, all right, 30, that means you would get all 20 feet from shore. And I think with that, Nala, anything?
Just holding on to Garrus and taking a dodge action, and that's about it.
All right. Elemental flies further away. Garrus?
He's out of range, so I'm just gonna hunker down and I'll lash myself down.
And Layla, anything before you reach the safety of the shore?
Nope.
Got it. In that case, you finally hit the ferryman, get you to the shore, and you all are able to exit the strange and crazy current.
So, I do technically I can have him around for up to an hour, so we still got quite a bit of time with him if we want to go back and try to help the owlbears, or I can just dismiss him now, and then we don't have to worry about him turning on us.
I think you should just dismiss him now. He looks like he's kind of pissed.
My only worry with the owlbears is that they can't communicate with us, so...
Yes, if
They're gonna eat our faces if we try to help them.
I'm afraid
if
so.
our ranger friend there was not on his had not bit his tongue so hard that he can no longer speak at the moment, he would be very helpful at the moment, but perhaps another time.
I don't think we should entertain even the thought. He seemed
Alright.
quite ferocious.
Stenson, how are you doing, sir? Stenson?
Oh, yes. Yes, hey, that was wild.
Yes.
I'm all right, though. A little... little water, but...
Okay.
Okay.
So, alright. Horses okay? Horses okay? Garrus?
Horses are...
Yeah, they seem
Yeah.
okay. They
All
got
right.
a little spooked, but there wasn't much they could do. They're good horses. They're good horses.
Yes, I mean, somehow, without having any way of actually holding on to anything, they still stayed on the ship better than you did. Because, you must be made out of paper or something. You just kept flying right off there.
I just don't have the strength to hold on.
Anyway, okay. So, I'll go ahead and dismiss the ferryman. After we get everything and everybody unloaded. Alright. That
Well,
actually, was a
sounds
bit
like-
tiring.
I think we should be looking for a giant tree. So I'm going to kind of get my bearings here and see how different this side looks than the other side.
Should we head back towards where the road was before it was washed out? Because we're quite a ways down river. now.
We're about 200 feet down river, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe 300 feet down river, but yeah, I mean, that's what, like an eighth of a mile? That's not bad. We can take the horse up that way and go back to where the road is.
Yeah, so now if you're trying to guide the party, you can go ahead and give me a survival check.
Guidance.
Okay.
Am I trying to guide the? Oh, Nolan's trying to guide the party. Yeah.
Yep.
24.
Good.
Okay, so pushing back onto the road here, you find it once more, at least what once was the road. Again, very flooded and muddy, but more traversable for the carriage and the horses. Even better than, more so than the routes and various things here as you push forth. The wind begins to grow heavier, and the debris that's motion, everything about the storm is increasing more and more. So we're going to do Constitution saving throws, please.
Here we go. Ooh, that sucks. I'm going to spend a luck point on that terrible roll.
That is a 10.
It's a 9.
24.
Okay, now that you're good, Leela and Garrus, you will get an exhaustion from this.
Oofta.
And here you can see several trees seem to have been uprooted and thrown to various places. You see like entire trees within the large branches of other trees, roots showing, and there is a clearing where you can see it's probably about 500 feet from you. I'd say yes, 500 feet away, you can see where this path leads of uprooted trees. So there's the road itself, you think probably leads further and eventually out. And then there's this strange place. You've probably been going at this for a good 5-6 hours at this point.
Well, I guess that's the path to continue into this lion's den.
All right.
Yeah, it'd be quite hard to take the wagon here.
All right.
Guess we're going on foot.
Well, should we take the horses?
We could ride the three of us on the horses.
All right. Stinson, you get on the back of mine.
All right.
All right. I think we're heading into the underbrush.
Yep.
Okay, so pushing further here. Travel the 500 feet or so, where you can see what appears to have once been a clearing. Now, there's trees around. The walls of the clearing are all toppled over. At the center, you see a withered tree. Itself split, dead and black. Here above it, you see the center of the storm looking up, enormous clouds, about 60-foot radius, swirling and thundering.
I think this is the place.
We should show our respect
How do you do that?
Well, I'm part tree.
I think this tree's dead. Should we go closer and inspect it?
Yes, but slowly.
Should we leave the horses here?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So we'll tie up the horses at the edge of the clearing and start making our way towards this burned out tree in the center.
Coming closer. There's this smell of rot and almost like an oily, putrid smell that rises out.
Hello?
Hello? Doesn't seem to be a response from the tree.
I'm gonna walk up to the tree and place my hand upon the bark.
Okay.
And as she's doing this, Garrus has his rapier pulled and is spun around watching the edge of the clearing and just like looking all around and looking all around for any kinds of threats that could be approaching.
Okay. All right. The storm above begins to crackle.
Now I'm looking up.
Yeah. So that was Nala's turn. Layla, anything?
No, I guess just when we get in there, I will be. As we get near it, I'll go ahead and take a knee, say a little prayer, and just in the dirt in front of me, make a little constellation.
Okay.
If there's one specifically that would be tied to that would resemble that of a tree, I'd probably do that one.
Got it. Begin writing that. And Nala, as your hand is on it, a bolt of lightning streaks down towards you. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Ooh. All right. That is a 22.
Very good. So you would take 17 lightning damage.
Okay. I will remove my hand from the bark and maybe this tree is the point of origin of the lightning storms. Maybe this is what someone hurt.
Did the lightning hit you or did it hit the tree?
Hit it, Nala.
Can I get closer to the tree and just kind of inspect it, see if there's any markings on it or if there's been anything left near it? Just looking over the area and seeing if there's any signs of anyone being here.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
23.
Okay. Looking carefully here, you can see what look like runes carved into the tree, along with holes that you feel like some type of weapon was pierced into various places around it.
Can I tell what these runes might be for? Can any of us, guys? There's runes on this tree. Can any of you tell what these are? I think there's some sort of spell affecting the tree.
Know nothing of magic.
Normally, this is where Az would go up and be very all for it.
Yeah. I miss my tall friend.
This really has.
I
felt
mean,
like
he's
a
over there,
wizard.
but for some reason, he keeps taking. He's suffered a bout of narcolepsy. He keeps just falling asleep.
Yeah.
The wizard and the ranger would be very useful in this mission.
Today, for some reason, it's just been. They would have been very useful with
Yes.
the owl bears and now with the runes.
Is there anything that I can tell about these runes? Because I've got a little bit of experience with some blood magic and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
a little bit of rudimentary.
I've done some reading with Az before. I guess we could try to look at it
Yeah, we could look together.
together.
Yeah, I would say, well, Layla, give me Arcana. Garrus, give me maybe History.
That's a 9.
16.
I wasn't paying very much attention.
It's all right.
Okay. 16. I would say, so history, these seem to be a type of curse. Is what you'd be able to understand. Almost like it's an accounting of grievances against the forest. But you can't get much more meaning out of it.
I'd let everybody know. It seems like these runes are a curse of some sort. I don't know. Maybe we should try and mar the runes. Maybe we should try and scrape them out and break the curse.
I don't think that breaks curses.
It might. It might stop the spell if there's a spell being affected from the runes.
I mean, I could try to were we able to tell if there is magic coming from the runes?
It certainly looks like there is.
Okay, so I could try dispelling it.
I'll tell you, looking at it, I will tell you, because you'd be able to figure this out. The magic seems to have been worked here. Like, this might have been something to either kill the tree or to do something.
Some sort of ritual was done here.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I could also try to remove the curse.
Yeah. If you have the ability to do that, I mean, you could try. If it's been cursed, and you can get rid of that.
Alright, I'll go ahead and do a greater restoration on it.
Okay.
Which, that's not a ritual spell, is it?
Mm-mm.
Alright then. So, here goes one of my 5th level spots.
Very good. In that case, then, as you reach out and try to cure this, you see the runes themselves begin to disappear, burn away at your touch. And even you can see the roots go from the black to a more healthy brown. Though the trunk and much of it is still split and cracked and dead. And as your hand is on it, lightning strikes from above. And I need a dex save there, Layla.
That's a fail.
All right, that will be 37 lightning.
All right. As it strikes her, she flinches, obviously feeling the pain, but she's really focused as she kind of tries to still maintain her focus as on really, because she's seeing her magic working. She's really kind of redoubling her energy, putting forth her energy into it. And you see the little constellation that she marked in the dirt a few feet back start to glow a little bit where she was. And little lights seem to be coming from that into her and then through her hand into the tree.
Wow. So you kind of stick with it as it goes through, as light shines bright.
As Layla backs away from the tree, Garrus is going to step forward. Well, I feel like I should touch it now. Everybody else has gotten shocked. I wonder if it'll still... is the storm calming down? I'm looking up.
No.
Doesn't look like that's stopping the storm. But we're at the epicenter.
Yeah, and I'd say, anyone who wants, you can give me perception checks.
Yeah, Garrus is just staring up and looking around and trying to figure out... Ooh! Natural 20 for a 30.
Ooh.
22.
Alright. In that case, Garrus, you look around, and you're able to see... We did this before, just in all the black, that off of the roots there seems to be like seeds and sprouts. Now, mostly you see seeds that are coming up. Really kind of, let me change this. It's really kind of like saplings.
Little trees are sprouting up.
Mm-hmm.
Like the forest is fighting back.
Yeah, that almost seem to have come up since Layla's magic.
Little tiny trees. Little baby trees. I don't know if we fixed it or... It doesn't seem like the storm is stopping, though. I'm confused. I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna try laying my hand on the tree and see if the storm attacks me.
Alright. Put your hand out. And again, the storm, the lightning comes in. Give me a dex save, please.
24.
Okay, so it'll be 14 lightning damage.
No, it
Why
won't.
is it because you immediately, yeah, you dive out
I
and
backflip away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready
Totally
to jump
missed it.
back. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I springboard back away from the tree and completely avoid it. Whew. Okay. Hey, we haven't fixed it. Anyone got any ideas?
Well, Nala will go up to the tiny trees. She doesn't speak plant, so she's gonna try something else. She's gonna try to emphasize her leaf hair and try to befriend them through a series of gestures and swaying her arms like a tree.
Okay.
I don't like that you're laughing at this. I think it's a pretty good idea.
You're just going. The saplings do nothing. You just wave in and they don't seem to react.
Well, know what else to do?
Should I put some more energy in diamonds into another casting?
If you want, yeah.
I don't know. I think you did something. This tree is growing now. It's not affected the same way. I can you dispel the storm?
That would require a spell that I don't think I have. Because I don't think I have control weather.
Hmm.
Yeah, no.
Okay, the storm
Uh-huh.
rages more, and a bolt of lightning strikes at Layla and Nala. So I need dex saves from you both.
Woo! Ooh, hey, 21.
Nice.
13.
Okay. So that is a 32 lightning for Nala and 16 lightning for Layla.
I will make a flower sprout.
Okay.
Hmm. I wanna. Is there an? We approached along a road and we traveled through the bushes to get here to the clearing. Are there any paths from this clearing that we can see? Is there any obvious exit to the clearing or anything that stands out?
Not really here. Surrounded.
I think we have to do something else with this tree. Here's a crazy idea. I'm gonna go out to the tree and I'm gonna pull out a dagger.
Okay.
And I'm going to run it across my hand and slice my hand so that I'm bleeding. And I'll take 3 damage.
Okay.
And I will drip blood onto the tree.
Okay, so it goes. Is there something you're trying to accomplish here?
I'm giving it an offering.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay, cool. Give me a wisdom check.
No good. 4.
Okay. In that case, I think the storm rages again, and there's a crack of red lightning as a being that seems to be made up blue, red lightning, and black cloud takes a vaguely humanoid form. It speaks. You cannot make up for what was done here. Murderers, all of you.
Or we are here to learn what happened. We are not trying to murder trees, but we understand something horrible took place here.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm using my feature so that I can do something. Where's my persuasion? All right. 23.
Okay. And anything for Layla?
I guess I'm more still trying to push some more of this, of the energy from my greater restoration into it. Just hoping that.
So you're trying to cast Greater Restoration again?
No. I guess I'm trying to use just some more energy from the same spell casting of it,
Okay.
if possible.
I guess you're trying to manipulate more to do
Yeah, almost like trying to. So, like I had mentioned before, I have the constellation I drew into the dirt behind me, kind of shooting energy coming from that into me, then from me into the tree. I'm trying to almost push it up through the tree, up into the sky, and kind of
Gotcha.
that thing.
Okay.
If you want, I can use burn spell slots or my channel divinity.
Yeah, I mean, I think let's do a Channel Divinity. I think that sounds about right. They're trying to push stuff into here and them seeing it. I'll say go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Oof, persuasion.
Let's use your wisdom as the base.
Okay, then that would just be so 11.
Okay.
Rolled terribly.
At this, they are infuriated as they hold up their arms, crackle with lightning, and charge up to Garrus instead of the ones that were like in front here. And about 10 feet away, furious storms come at you, Garrus, for a 26 to hit.
That hit. Oh, is it? It has disadvantage because of my cloak.
Awesome. With disadvantage, that's a dirty 20.
It still hits.
All right. Debris crashes in to you for 20 bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Sounds of just the thunder for 21 thunder damage. And the red energy courses through your body for... Stop spinning dice. 33 lightning.
Garrus is noticeably wounded by this. This guy just fried me.
And then the other one that was right up on the tree is Layla, as they throw another one of these at her. They seem enraged. For 22 to hit, Layla.
Yep.
That is 25 bludgeoning and 19 thunder. Both of you were pushed away 10 feet when this happened. And just sort of yells, "Nothing makes up for this." And so our order is Layla, Nala, Garrus. I don't mind if people go out of order, but if we're going to, it just depends on what you wanted to do. Because I'm keeping the initiative.
Nala?
All right. So Nala.
Nala?
Yeah.
You have the jar?
That's for the storm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
use the jar.
All right. I take out this jar and I open it.
Didn't he say that we had to damage it first?
Yeah.
He said we'd have to
Damage the
weaken it first.
storm.
Yeah, we'll have to weaken it first.
Okay. So never mind. I'll rage.
Okay. So if we're going to combat, let's start with Layla.
Okay.
Or let's just try to do something else. I'm just trying to get sure we get into the initiative order. That's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Was there something you wanted to do instead, Jack?
Well, I was thinking out loud. Because I'm trying to put together all the pieces in my head.
Yeah, I apologize. I
And-
assumed you were attacking, so go ahead. I don't want to.
All right. I mean, I do rage, but it's also there's a reason. I want this at this moment the lightning. As I start to grow, the lightning strikes me because the thunder is really where I draw my power from, and I want it to see that as I kind of grow in size. And I will then take out the jar and I'm going to say, just because we didn't harm you and don't want to harm you doesn't mean we won't if you cannot be reasoned with.
Okay. Give me an intimidation check.
Okay. That is a 24.
Okay. All right. Then Layla O'Garis.
Hmm. I'm sizzling. That's what I'm doing. I'm sizzling and bleeding profusely. I'm not gonna do anything except hold my hands up and say I've never murdered anybody in my life. I don't know what you're talking about. We're not murderers.
Could you repeat for me what he said, more or less?
He'd said that the offering isn't enough. More that your offerings mean nothing.
And does it sound like it's the tree in front of us talking, or like the storm above us?
This one seems like it's this being
That's
that seems to
coalesced
be
from
the storm. Yeah, like this is like almost like an avatar of the storm. It seems it's yelling like it's in mourning and rage and despair.
Then in Celestial, I'll ask it what it wants. What do you want? Why are you angry? Why are you hurt?
Interesting. All right, then I would say from Garrus and Layla, both give me persuasion checks.
Can I give deception? Because I was totally bullshitting. I've killed people.
Yeah, go ahead, give me deception.
That's a 3. I'm
I got
so
a-
good at the talking,
I
guys.
got a 22.
So good.
Okay. Well, I want none but plants to be here. No life deserves this place. None get to enjoy this anymore. And it shoots up into the sky 40 feet as lightning strikes come towards Nala and Layla for deck saves.
It's gonna knock me down either way. 11, which is how much HP I have.
Oh, a save would have been enough to have saved you. But that is 20 lightning.
14.
All right, that's 20 lightning to Nala.
If Layla goes down, I'm gonna rush over to her and give her a healing potion.
Okay, so I think at this point I'm gonna get us into our things here. So we're gonna go Layla's turn, Nala's turn, and then Garrus's turn. So we're in a real order here. So Layla, death save.
There you go.
Okay. Then Nala.
All right, and I assume it's far away again, right?
40 feet in the air.
All right. I will take my sword and I am going to strike one of the trees down.
Okay, so are you running towards like the edge of the clearing then?
I'm attacking the trees of this area.
So you're running away because you're in a clearing, so clearings don't have trees, right?
Okay.
There's one tree at the center of it.
Yeah, that's been like fouled and is dead. So if you're attacking that one, or you're attacking the saplings, or are you running towards the edge of the clearing and attacking the tree out there?
I'll attack the saplings.
Okay.
Weed whacker.
I'm trying to draw it down.
You got it. So go ahead and give me your attack rolls.
First one is a 16.
Yep, that'll hit it.
And that will do 25 slashing and 5 thunder.
Nice.
Is it still up?
So one sapling is you're cutting through the sapling, destroyed and shattered.
I will attack another one.
All right.
That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
24 slashing and 6 thunder.
Yeah, this next one obliterated.
Then I will attack another one.
Got it.
That one's only a 13.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that really still hits it.
All right. That one will do 25 slashing and 5 thunder. And then I will look up and say, I have all day. Or you can come down here and fight.
Very good. And then Garrus.
I'm gonna rush over to Layla and feed her a healing potion.
You got it. Roll that healing.
For 6 healing.
Nice.
I've got 1 potion left. And that was my bonus action? Or was that my action?
Like action to feed. Yeah.
Okay. Then for my bonus action, can I break line of sight with this thing and try to hide on the other side of the tree?
Yeah. You move to big movement.
Yeah. So I duck behind and try to hide behind the tree.
You got it. I think like for this you have to really kind of get back into where the woods are for that to kind of work because it's above, so it's sort of
Okay.
hard otherwise.
Then I'm gonna go up and stand next to Nala.
Alright.
Kind of go back to back with Nala.
That 2 bolts of lightning both come to strike directly at Nala. So that's 2 deck saves, Nala.
First one's a 19.
Alright.
Next one is a 15.
Okay. So we've got 17 lightning. And then 16 lightning.
Okay.
It seems to hover in that 40 feet. You see this thing screaming, not coming down. Layla.
I'll wake up and go ahead and I'm gonna try divine intervention because I've got that.
Okay.
Specifically hoping to calm this entity, this avatar.
Nice.
Not likely gonna work. Nope.
Ooh.
Nope. Not even close. But I tried.
Yeah.
If I can do anything else, then
Yeah. Divine Intervention is an action, I believe.
yep. Yeah. I will. Don't really have anything else to do, but I feel like trying to run away would send a bad message to it. So I'm going to stay there and again Celestial ask it to say pretty much the exact same thing as before. Why are you angry? Why are you hurt?
Yeah. And so for this to try to really move, it does take actions. So as far as economy wise, but you shout it out, and it's
And same thing, doing it in Celestial specifically.
yeah, you can hear him back, Celestial, like she was abused and murdered. I'll go to Nala.
How high is it?
40 feet.
Okay. Well, I will throw my weapon at it then.
All right.
All right. That is a 27 to hit.
That well, as you toss it, hits it directly.
Oh, wait a minute. There we go. 10 slashing to thunder, and it will appear back in my hand. I will toss it again.
You do see that the thunder does nothing to it.
Okay, so let's see what else I could use. Acid, cold, fire. Pretty sure lightning's not going to do anything. But fire might. So I will bonus action change it to fire and toss it again.
All right.
Okay, that is a 19.
That hits.
That one is 14 slashing and 6 fire.
Nice.
And then I will say to Garrus to use the jar as it's been hit. That's my turn.
Right. And then Garrus.
I will grab the jar from Nala's pack off her waist and open up the jar and point it at this thing and use the jar to try and capture this thing.
You got it. Lightning and power streak from it. So it hasn't been damaged enough for it to be weak to it. But let's see how it goes. It will succeed on its save as it's still crackling.
I'm going to use my. I think I can use my luck point for this. I want to check because I've never used it for this. Oh, never mind. I don't think I can use it for this. We're good.
All right. As my bonus action, I'm going to look at this thing and I'm going to focus my evil eye on it, and it needs to make a charisma save, DC 15.
You got it. That is 16.
Oh, son of a. All right. That's my turn then.
You got it.
We got to hit it more.
Think I can.
All right. Okay. So it's going to land 10 feet away from Garrus and lift up its arms and go to strike.
It's got disadvantage.
Thank you. 18 to hit.
Yes, that hits. I'm going to go down.
Yeah. That's 28 bludgeoning and 28 thunder.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
Yeah, so Garrus, you fly 10 feet away with the jar. And then turning to Nala. They're going to conjure now lightning into their power here. And you haven't reckless or anything, have you, Nala?
No, because I threw it.
Natural 20.
Oh, this is bad.
I mean, well, I guess I need to check to make sure we don't kill Nala here. That's 49 bludgeoning. You're raging, so you can have that. It's 24.
24.
And then 45 thunder.
Oh,
And then 57 lightning.
Okay. Hold on. I think I am dead.
That'd be
Right.
negative 139 I had to have gotten you to.
Oh,
which I don't think I did.
I thought it was half. It's not half.
No,
No.
it's full negative your max HP.
Oh, okay.
Which we would have come really close had you not been raging, I think. But and I rolled really low on a few of that, so I was like, I knew we were in danger of it. So it lands now. Layla.
Well, we're all not doing great, so I'm gonna just go ahead and do a 5th level. I'm gonna use a 4th and a 1st for it, but essentially a 5th level mass cure wounds.
Nice.
Um,
Those feats. Yeah. What's this look like? Give me the visual, because first of all, you're combining your energy to smaller ones to do a bigger one, and then you're letting it out.
So anytime I cast spells, I kind of do. You'll see constellations form, and so this one I take basically the higher the level spell, the bigger the constellation I pull together.
Mhm.
And so this one, it's kind of taking, a slightly large one, not the biggest one I've done, and then a very small one, and kind of fueling them together, and then the energy kind of coalesces and then spreads out.
Nice. Like that.
So 19 for everybody.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess I don't really. How far away is this avatar thing?
I would say from you about 20 feet.
All right. Regretfully, I'm going to do a thing to it. I've been trying to avoid attacking it, but I'm going to. Oh wait, no, I can't. I used a spell. Never mind.
Right.
I can't do this then. Yeah, no, I know I can't actually do anything, but I'm still gonna try to talk to him.
Okay.
But like I said, I know it's not.
You're just
gonna
gonna put it out there. Yeah.
Yep.
Is there something you wanted to say or no?
More of the same thing. I'm just questioning it.
Okay. Yeah, I can see it's just so beyond reason here. And so everyone at this point is 20 feet away, just as note.
Okay.
And Nala.
Did it move after it knocked me down?
It landed.
It landed 10 feet away, and when it hit you, you went flying 10 feet.
Oh, okay. Now I get it. Okay, so 20 feet to stand up,
Yeah.
and then I will walk up. Well, I'll go up like 5 feet. No, I'll go up the full way. Hell with it.
Okay, yeah, running up. Yeah.
Bonus action rage again. Whoops. Okay, and I will use fire again and
Let's
swing
go.
the sword. Not great. I'm gonna use my last luck point just to see what happens.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right, that's a 16.
Oh, it ducks.
Oh.
Barely.
Yeah. All right, swing again. Another crappy roll. That's it.
All right. Then we'll go to Garrus.
All right. I will stand up and I will. That uses half my movement and it's 20 feet away from me.
Yeah, with Nala next to it.
All right. I'm gonna, with my bonus action, I am going to focus my evil eye, so it needs to make another charisma save.
Got it. Let's see how it does for... Ooh, a natural 1 for a 9.
Okay, so it's marked with my evil eye, and I'm gonna shoot it with my short bow from about 15 feet away.
Heck yes.
It's an 18 hit.
It does.
Some sneak attack damage. 22 damage.
Ooh.
A little bit.
Absolutely. As its form. Right here. And as its turn. Yeah. Swing at Nala in front of them. For 28 to hit.
Yep.
That is 31 bludgeoning, half to 15. And 29 thunder.
I'll go down.
All right. Blows Nala 10 feet. And then a strike of lightning comes towards Garrus for a dex save.
20.
That'll make it, so I don't have to roll the damage. You totally dodge out of the way. That's it. Looks. Realizes it has to kind of stay down in order to take care of you. The next turn, we'll go to Layla.
All right. I guess I will first bonus action light snare it. So I need to make a roll against it. Spell attack.
Nice.
That's a natural 19, so 28 to hit.
Heck yes.
It is now restrained or magically fixed in place until the end of its next turn. Not sure how useful it's going to be, but it's just a third level spot, so
All
there's
right.
that.
Unfortunately, its form is so amorphous, the magic cannot get a hold of them.
All right. Well, it was worth a shot.
Yeah.
Then I will. I'll do Holy Word at it.
Okay.
25 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. If it's undead, fiend, or fey, its speed is reduced by 10 and cannot take reactions.
Nope.
Alright, well, it takes 12 radiant damage.
Got it.
And the holy word that I'm casting it with is, first of all, I'm saying I cast this one in Celestial, and I'm saying calm to it.
Okay.
It's kind of the holy word that is damaging it.
Nice. Then Nala, death save. We'll go to Garrus.
I will close the distance and pull out my rapier and try and stab him with my rapier.
Let's go.
Does a 15 hit?
No, the storm kind of parts.
Okay, well, as my reaction, I'm going to use a Jinx point to use Curse of the Doomed on him. If I miss with a weapon attack against a creature marked by my evil eye, I can spend 1 Jinx point to use my reaction to make another weapon attack against him. So I can make another attack.
I'm muted. Let's go.
That'll hit. A 24.
Heck yes.
All right. And since he's marked by my evil eye, I get full sneak attack damage.
Yes.
Oh, nice. 41 damage.
Ooh. All right. Strikes out. The form now struggles and screams. It is indeed bloodied, and you see now the jar you have crackle with life, energized by the state of this.
I am done.
All right. And I think it's Thief that gets like the super bonus action use item or something. I think
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, it's
like
only
bonus action
the
use
thief class. Bonus action, use magic item.
Yeah, unfortunate. Okay. So I think it has disadvantage on this hit against you, right?
Yes.
All right. So we'll swing for a natural 1.
Nice.
There it is. And then looking at Layla, it will summon a lightning bolt from this. Actually, it's really scared of you, unfortunately. So it is going to try to hit you, Garrus, with
Okay.
the lightning bolt. Even though it's likely it won't hurt, but it doesn't like that jar. So dex save.
And that 19 for 27.
You jump out of the way.
Backflips. Yes. Nice. Finally, luck is going our way.
Layla.
I'll go ahead, turn and run over to Nala, pump a 2nd level Cure Wounds into her. For 14, just to get you up at this point. And then Same thing, Holy Word.
Got it.
Natural 19, so 28 to hit
Nice.
for 13 radiant damage, and this time I'm saying rest.
Got it. And Nala.
How far is Garrus?
You're like 10 feet away.
10 feet, yeah.
All right. So I'll get up and go over to Garrus to get this jar thing
Yeah.
and go ahead and open it to point at the creature.
Okay. Very good. Opening the jar makes it save with disadvantage, which is going to bring it down to a fail. As the energy strikes up, it screams. Just goes, no, they shouldn't be allowed to do this again. And you feel the whole area churn, and a funnel shoots to the sky, encapsulating the storm above. As for the next 10 miles, cloud is being funneled into this jar. Until finally shuts, grabbing the lid with it, twisting it. And above are clear skies.
I attach the jar to my belt.
Did he say again?
Yeah, he did.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh, what? That Grandpa's a liar?
Yeah.
And I've known that the whole time.
Yeah. I think this was the setup.
I mean, if it was up to me, we wouldn't have had anything to do with it. I was a child at the time. I don't know why anyone listens to me when I'm like that.
Well, I guess we can continue on our way now.
Well, do we deliver this to the place, or do we...
No,
back?
he said that we have to take it somewhere else.
That's what I thought. Okay, that's what I meant.
Yeah, you can release it. You can release it wherever you want.
I have an idea.
Basically,
Can I
like
try
an iron
to-
flask.
Can I try to telepathically contact it in the jar?
Trying to actually think about that. Yeah, you could do that.
I want to ask you, what do you mean again?
Just, I open my heart, my emotions to have my love destroyed, and my vengeance then robbed from me. It's not the first time.
Who did you seek vengeance on?
The ones who cursed her, who brought her low. I do not know who they are. I just found her corpse.
So, I have an idea. Technically, there's nothing against our agreement if we do this idea. Why don't we just place the storm in Grandpa?
I don't think Grandpa's gonna be there if we go back.
No, but it was said that we can name the place. If the storm is inside of him, then he can never leave it. And we've honored our agreement.
How do you propose we try that?
Well, I would propose we name the place.
What are you suggesting you're doing?
No, I was bringing up the idea of putting the storm inside of Grandpa.
So you have to take the jar to where you want it to be
Okay.
and open it. That's how you release it. It's not like a naming thing.
Okay.
It was like you transport it and then where you want it to now be, and then you let it go.
Okay.
That was the
Well,
what you were was
I guess we'll hold on to it for now. When you think about it, we now have something that can scare our new ally.
Okay.
So when he comes to ask us for a favor, it would help to have something in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
But until that day comes, I guess we're just going to have to bring him with us. What does Stinson look like?
Sensen was just hiding. He's like, nope. So he isn't really damaged. He was keeping on the horse like you told him to, and like had just been holding on. Didn't really come into the clearing.
And it was stated though that if we get rid of the storm, then he would be able to find peace, right? That was kind of one of the things I remember us discussing.
He seemed like he was already at peace. It seemed like the hold that Grandpa had over him was gone.
Yeah, I think you all assumed that he started to be good once you got him away from that area.
Okay, so we'll just keep him away from that area and find a good place to drop him off and let him start a new life.
We could also just give him one of the horses and send him on his way.
It's not that easy.
Give him the horses and 100 gold and send him on his way.
No, you don't understand. Those horses, there's a lot of history. Friends who aren't here anymore. We had those horses with.
We've had these horses a long time. You don't want to get rid of them?
Never. They remind me of my old friends.
Okay. Well, I guess we should continue on then. Let's go back and hook up the cart and get everybody moving again.
Yes, and hopefully those owlbears have left their station and will not be hunting us.
Yeah, I bet you the river's gone or fading away pretty fast.
Yes, so I don't think we should go back that way, actually.
No, we were heading in the opposite direction anyways. We needed to go through this place to get to where Azariah was looking.
All right. Well, maybe we'll find a place to rest, and because I know I could use that.
I'm almost dead.
We all are.
All right. So what is the idea here?
Head away from this clearing some and try to find somewhere to maybe camp or somewhere to find some respite so that we can rest.
Okay, trying to set for a long rest.
Probably.
You two have exhaustion, don't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I need to heal up, and I can cook us some more food, and we'll get a good sleep.
That sounds like a right good idea. So yeah, we'll probably go for an hour or so past the clearing, get some distance away from it, away from that cursed place. Make some more distance from Grandpa Gregarious too.
Okay. So yeah, you do the rest of the travel. Things are essentially still hunkered down from the rain. Nothing's in the mood to be aggressive. As you push down and yeah, what does it look like to set up a camp here to try to rest?
Garrus is totally turning the cart into like a tent fort.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep. I'm camping underneath the cart. It'll
Yeah,
stay dry.
I think. Go ahead.
Layla is probably going to, if it's a covered cart, she's going to be climbing up on top of it. And she doesn't sleep, but she's going to lay up there just staring at the sky. Maybe occasionally grabbing, her notebook and sketching any constellations she sees, or, forming her own with stars she sees up there.
I think Nala is once again at a bit of a paradox, having fallen multiple times again, and this is just turning into a regular thing for her, and she is really not doing well with it. But once she's away from everyone, she kind of ponders on that a bit, and she'll eventually sleep. She doesn't sleep very long because she doesn't have to, but she'll sleep, and then she'll cook.
Nice. Name for Garrus?
I'm just camped out underneath the wagon, probably playing with my thieves' tools, and I've got some dice, and I'm probably rolling some dice idly and just playing around, passing the time. A little bit bored, but resting, recuperating. Glad to be safe. Glad to be alive.
Absolutely. And you say at the now clear night sky, and you even see in the water that it's getting colder. It seems here almost like the storm had been inviting like a false humidity and heat. The chill gets into your bones. But it's more like brisk. You are able to find sleep. And remember, does Layla sleep? You have to
No, she does
you don't
not.
sleep at all. Okay.
She still needs to, rest, but she doesn't technically sleep.
Correct. You each, and now had cooked dinner was the idea? Is that what you had said?
I mean, she would cook breakfast because she only sleeps, I think, for 4 hours.
Okay, so this is after. So you get down to your rest, and You hear, Kirsten Nala, you in your dreams you hear whispers. Follow the mountains. Come towards us. Come east, little one. We will meet you. And let your dreams go to what they normally would be before you come to it once more. And it's like the last thing you hear before you each wake up, having completed your long rest. It seems Nala has made a breakfast.
I make pancakes shaped like mountains. 20 temp HP for anyone who eats it.
Nice.
I think we should head to the mountains.
Yeah, east.
Are they east from here?
I think so.
Very well. Then we should go to the mountains in the east.
All right. It's totally up to your characters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just saying.
Fine with me.
Well, can I?
I can just say like there's a reason
We're
why
not-
that happened. And the DM is not trying to say y'all go east. That's all I want.
No, and we're not being magically charmed into believing this or anything. And can I tell what kind of vibe did I get from the voice in the dream? Was it enticing? Was it insidious? Was it like what kind of vibe was I getting?
Give me insight.
Not very good. 9. So I'm not the best judge.
9.
So,
Yeah.
they heard it in their dreams. Did I hear it at all?
No, because you don't go to sleep.
Yeah. Okay. I will. I've got a passive insight of 19, so I could see there's something up, especially with the mountain-shaped pancakes.
Yeah,
So
you can be like,
I'm-
something's weird here.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna. I'll just because I've known Nala the longest of the two that are here. How are your dreams?
Isn't, I mean, as pleasant as they can be. I'm still at a loss. I'm not sure what direction to go.
Did you have
Seem-
weird dreams, Nala?
No, not weird dreams, just dreams.
Because I couldn't help it over here, and I definitely had weird dreams.
About what?
Is that so?
Somebody was talking to me. Somebody called me little one and said I need to go east, go to the mountains.
Did you see a figure with this voice, or was it just a voice?
No, it's just a voice.
I think Garrus is wrong. That was my dream.
I don't.
You heard their voice as well?
I mean, I dreamt of I guess that someone mentioned a mountain in the dream.
It-
Something's talking to us.
Did anybody else hear the voice of the thing coming through the thinning? Or was it just me? back at the
Oh, back there,
village.
you were the only one that was hearing that.
Okay. Then in Layla's head, she is now slightly against going east. I do not trust. I would not trust voices in your dreams. I do not know.
I don't know. Sometimes dreams have a certain quality. I remember being out in the frozen wastes, almost freezing to death, and I had a dream that someone saw me. And I awoke, and I was with the giants. And I was okay again. And that was in the mountains.
I know you have felt you have been troubled as of late. Do you think going this might help you with those troubles?
I don't know. But I have been waiting for a sign. But now that I know Garrus got the same sign, it feels a little less like a sign.
Well, why don't we continue on the way that we've been, and if it's an urgent message, they'll get in touch with us again.
Maybe.
The only reason I am cautious is that the one that is after me frequently dabbles in dreams.
Is that why you don't sleep?
Perhaps, I do not know. I've just never felt the real need for it.
Maybe it's a natural defense mechanism. You've evolved.
Oh,
Or something. There are times when I have had things similar, but it is more as if I will see others'
Hmm.
dreams, not necessarily my own. And as I said, I am not asleep. I'm still fully aware of what is going on around me. It's just, it is hard to explain.
Mm.
But it is why that is why I'm a little sheepish about following words that you only hear from my dream.
Okay, that's fair. We can be cautious. Above table, what direction were we headed in, like as we were traveling away from this?
South.
South. So it would be considerable turn to go east from here.
Yeah.
So let's keep heading south for now. Wasn't there something else in the eastern mountains that we needed to check out though? Wish Azariah would wake up.
I mean, you do know ultimately that the ruins you're headed to are kind of within the base of the mountains.
That's probably what I was thinking of.
But I mean, the Utterspire, which is the mountains you see here, I mean, they traverse thousands of miles.
They're huge, yeah.
Uh,
Well, I guess for now we'll continue to the south and continue on the direction we've been going.
of course. Now that we've had our rest and our breakfast, let's say we're...
Those are great pancakes, by the way.
Yes, they were.
all right. And with that, as you head now towards the town of Gunta, we will end for tonight.